Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down throw from Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. We're going to the 30-yard line. Mike Bobo. Ricky. Hey, switch gears. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Ball out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, and now some space to operate. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run that time by Bell. 62 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check safety. Watch the ship. Hey. Come on. Ship.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Pierre Desir in on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Hurry, hurry!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 22, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a... Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the... And it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Anunu's got it. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Lady. Check 15, check 15.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Mike Popo.
I'm dying.
A little flare.
Watch twist. Deuce. Hey, lady. 44.
Faking the give. Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Pushes him over, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So don't say nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Back. Shit. You got tight right there. Hurry.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. There's a party now. Hurry. Mike 27. Pick it up. Mike what?
from the gun. Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Let's go, boys.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
King. So we got man. Hurry. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, Alpha. Do you get the ball right here?
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike, 44. Yo, lady. Safe. Kill.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
180. Hey, alert! 80 weapons.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 42.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Lucky.
Now Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A toss play to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Good. 180. I'm coming after you. Up. Hurry. Oh, here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And they will set up 6-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take?
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Hey, we go set.
Mike 20. Go, go, go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Let's go, lady. Switch it.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Fickens' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
180.
I'm here all day. Shit.
Up.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3.
Real. 25. Check 25. Check. Hey, 133.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
27. Here we go. Point it right. Hey, dude. Hurry. Hey, check Mike 27.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, it's Cannon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Even. Mike 20.
To throw is Darnold. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. On first down, it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Mike 28, I'll ball that. Give me that ball, defense. Red 80. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Switch.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got it. Mike 27. Hey, hurry! Mike 10.
To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And again this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Alert, 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 alert.
Running a jet sweep, Landry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Hurry! Bravo!
Mike, 53, Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line. Mike spoke both.
Lady.
Play. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. That is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Darnold going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Delta. Hurry. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Coming. Mike 27.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And some room to run now. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Red 80. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check. Red 80. 44. Mike. Hey. High 7.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike Spofo.
I got one.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pickens' kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, It's darn close.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick.
Let's go, baby. 3-6 all day. Don't throw that shot. 34. Browns 21.